Hi, welcome to EPG Pathshala Spanish. I am Rajiv Saxena and I teach Spanish in the Center of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and Latin American Studies of the Jawaharlal Nehru University. We are in the paper entitled Intermediate Grammar, and we have seen many modules where we have learned several aspects of Spanish. In the previous module, for example, we have studied how imperative mood is a unique feature of grammar. In this module, we will learn the infinitive and its expressions 1. In this module, the objective is that you will study the use of the infinitive and its various applications in relation to the expressions used in the Spanish language. So, we are going to be talking about the infinitive and its various applications in relation to the expression used in the Spanish language. We all know what infinitives are. It is not difficult to recognize a verb which is either an AR, IR, or ER ending with it. For example, quiero conducir el coche. I want to drive the car. Quiero descansar. I want to rest. So, the infinitive in the first is conducir, an IR ending verb. And in the second one, it is descansar, an AR ending verb. The infinitive is in the form of the verb which is usually given in all the dictionaries. Any dictionary that you pick up of Spanish, you will see that the verbs are always given in their infinitive forms. The most common example of these verbs are trabajar, hablar, comer, beber, decir, and salir. We have already used these verbs as examples when we talk about verb lists. Please go back or go front to have a look at any of the place where we are talking about verb lists, and you will find trabajar, hablar, comer, beber, decir, and salir. Even in dictionaries, in the last part or in the beginning, you have verb lists which give you the conjugation of each and every verb in their different tenses. These are very important resources. Apart from the section marked e-text and self-learn and no more, we have a section which is no more, which is very important because over there you can find many online resources. In the offline resources, you've got dictionaries which have got all these verbs in their infinitives and their verb lists with all the different tenses. Let us come back to the infinitive. The infinitive can be used as a singular masculine name. For example, I can say in Spanish, el cigarrillo es malo. It can be replaced by fumar es malo. So instead of saying cigarette is bad, I can say smoking is bad. So all I do is to put the verb fumar of smoking and say fumar es malo. Likewise, when we say that las compras son aburridas, it can also be replaced by comprar es aburrido. So instead of saying las compras son aburridas, shopping is boring, we can replace shopping by the verb comprar and say comprar es aburrido. The infinitive is used after many verbs. At times, the two verbs go together, one after another, and at times they are used with preposition. So, in these senses, infinitive comes when one verb comes after another verb, or when you have a preposition before a verb. So, the verb is left in infinitive. The example of verb plus infinitive is very common. Suresh ha conseguido eliminar el problema. Ha conseguido eliminar. Because we have already conjugated ha conseguido, all we have to do is to leave eliminar as unconjugated. Suresh Ha conseguido eliminar el problema. So, when used with a preposition, infinitives very often make sense, which would have no meaning in the sentence otherwise. For example, we have a verb plus a or con, or de plus n plus infinitive. So, for example, we have de pequeño soñaba con ser traductor. De pequeño soñaba con ser traductor. Some verbs that are usually followed by an infinitive are dejar, esperar, necesitar, poder, preferir, querer, etc. So, the verbs that usually are followed by infinitive are dejar, esperar, necesitar, poder, preferir, and querer. For example, no nos dejan caminar por la noche. No nos dejan caminar por la noche. Necesito llegar al aeropuerto, por favor. Necesito llegar al aeropuerto, por favor. So, let us have a look at some verbs that are combined with prepositions and infinitives. A plus infinitive is like aprender, empezar, enseñar, ir, salir, and venir. So, it is verb which is combined with prepositions and infinitives. A plus infinitive is aprender, empezar, enseñar, ir, salir, venir. Estoy aprendiendo a cocinar. Voy a salir mañana. Estoy aprendiendo a cocinar. Voy a salir mañana. De plus infinitive. Acordarse, encargarse, olvidarse, tratar, etc. So, verbs which are like de plus infinitive are usually acordarse, encargarse, olvidarse, tratar, etc. For example, me olvidé de acompañarte. Él siempre trata de copiar en los exámenes. Another place where you use infinitive with a preposition is n plus infinitive, like dudar, insistir, interesarse, etc. Si quieres preguntar algo, no dudes en llamarme. So the best and the most commonly sentence would be, si quieres preguntar algo, no dudes en llamarme. Let us look at another preposition which is con. So con with infinitive usually comes with amenazar, soñar, etc. Nos ha amenazado con gritar por la noche. Nos ha amenazado con gritar por la noche. The infinitive can also be used in place of imperatives to give instructions and for prohibitions, which is generally given in written texts. So, infinitives, when we are talking about imperatives to give instructions and for prohibitions, generally in written texts, is no entrar, do not enter, etc. No fumar, things like that. Let us have a look at some expressions that use infinitives to express their meanings. For example, dejar de and acabar de are two expressions that are followed by a verb in infinitive which have special meanings. ¿Has dejado de tomar alcohol? Have you left alcohol? ¿Has dejado de tomar alcohol? Or another would be, acabo de acabar la luz. Acabo de apagar la luz. I have just switched the light off. Another example that I would like to pick up are two verbs, which is ponerse and echarse a, which are very similar examples. Ponerse a and echarse a plus infinitive are used to indicate the beginning of an action. Ponerse a and echarse a plus infinitive are used to indicate the beginning of an action. For example, venga Dinesh, ponte a trabajar, or empieza a trabajar. Another example would be Suresh echó a correr cuando vio el agua, o empezó a correr. Echarse a indicates the repetitive beginning of an action. That is why it is used mainly with certain verbs like correr, llorar, reír, etc. For example, Aman se echó a llorar sin terminar. Él paró de hecho a volar. El pájaro se echó a volar. Dejar de plus infinitive is used to indicate the interruption of a process. So, dejar de plus infinitive is used to indicate the interruption of a process. Deje de estudiar griego hace 3 años. I do not study Greek anymore. No dejar de infinitive means to not forget something. Si vas a México, no dejes de ver las pirámides aztecas. I repeat, si vas a México, no dejes de ver las pirámides aztecas. Let us look at some other examples now. Abatir, for example, to knock down, to overthrow, to throw down, or abrazar, to burn, to set on fire. Abrazarto, to embrace, to hug, to clamp. Abrir, to open. I repeat, abatir, abrazar, abrazar, and abrir. Absolver, to absorb, to acquit. Abstenerse, to abstain. Aburrir, to bore, to vex, to annoy. Aburrirse, to be bored, to grow tired, and to grow weary. Acabar, to finish, to end, to complete. I repeat, absorber, to absolve, to acquit. Abstenerse, to abstain. Aburrir, to annoy, to bore, or to vex. Aburrirse, to be bored, to grow tired, to grow weary. Acabar, to finish, to end, or to complete. Another example would be acelerar, to accelerate, to speed up, to hasten, to hurry. Aceptar, to accept. Acercar, to bring near, to place near. Acercarse, to approach, to draw near. And acertar, to hit the mark, to hit upon, to do something right, to succeed in, to guess right. I repeat, acelerar, to accelerate, to speed up, to hasten, or to hurry up. Aceptar, to accept. Acercar, to bring near, to place near. Acercarse, to approach, to draw near. Acertar, to hit the mark, to hit upon, or to do something right. To succeed in, or to guess right. Another set of examples that I would like to give would be a verb like acalmar, to acclaim, to applaud, to shout, to say hi. Aclamar. Aclarar, to explain, to clarify, to make clear, to rise, to clear. And acompañar, accompany, to escort, to go with, to keep company. I repeat, aclamar, aclarar, and acompañar. Aconsejar is to advise, to counsel. Acordar is to agree upon. Acordarse is to remember. Aconsejar is to advise, to counsel. Acordar is to agree upon. And acordarse is to remember. Acostarse, on the other hand, is to go to bed or to lie down. Acostumbrar is to be accustomed. Acuchillar is to knife, to cut, to flash, to cut open. Acudir is to attend, to be present frequently, to respond to a call, to come to the rescue. Acudir, acostar, acostumbrar, and acuchillar. Another set of verbs would be acusar, to accuse, adelantar, to advance, to keep on, to progress, to go ahead. Adelantarse, to go forward, to go ahead, to move ahead, to take the lead. Adivinar, to divine, to foretell, to guess. Admirar, to admire. Admitir, to admit, to grant, to permit. Adoptar, to adopt. Adorar is to adore, to worship. Adquirir is to acquire, to get, or to obtain. I repeat, admirar, admitir, adoptar, adorar, adquirir. Advertir is to advise, to give notice, or to give a warning. To take notice of, or to warn. Afeitarse is to shave oneself. Agarrar is to grasp, to obtain, to seize, to catch, to clutch, or to come upon. Agitar is to agitate, to wake up, to shake up, to stir. Advertir, afeitarse, agarrar, agitar. Another verb would be agotar, to exhaust, to use up. Agradar, to please, to be pleasing. Agradecer, to be thanked, to be thankful for. Agrandar, to enlarge, to grow large, to increase. Agravar, to aggravate, to make worse. Agregar, to add, to collect, to gather, or to collate also. Agrupar is to group. I repeat, agrandar, agravar, agregar, agrupar. Aguardar is to expect, to wait for. Ahorrar is to economize or to save. Alcanzar is to reach or to overtake. And alegrarse is to be happy, to be glad, to be rejoicing. Aguardar, ahorrar, alcanzar, and alegrarse. Another verb which is important is almorzar, to lunch, to have lunch. Aquillar, to hire, to rent. Alumbrar, to illuminate, to light, to enlighten. Alumbrarse, to get high, to get tipsy, to become lively from liquor. Almorzar, alquilar, alumbrar, and alumbrarse. Alzar is another verb which means to heave, to lift, to pick up, to rise, rises. Amar is to love. Añadir is to add. Andar is to walk. Anunciar is to announce, to foretell, or to proclaim. I repeat, alzar, amar, añadir, andar, or anunciar. Apagar is to put out a flame or a fire, to extinguish, to turn off a flame, a fire, or a light. Aparecer is to appear, to show up. And aplaudir is to applaud. I repeat, apagar, aparecer, and aplaudir. Apoderarse is to take power, to take possession. Apreciar is to appreciate, to appraise, or to esteem. Aprender is to learn. We are learning Spanish. Aprendemos español. Apresurar is to hasten, or to hurry, or to rush. I repeat, apoderarse, apreciar, aprender, apresurarse. Aprobar is to approve or to pass a test. Aprovecharse is to take advantage of, to avail oneself. Apresurizarte is to fret, to grieve, to worry. Arrancar is to root up or to pull up or to tear out, to snatch. I repeat, aprobar, aprovecharse, apurarse, or arrancar. Arreglar is another verb which means to fix, to arrange, to adjust, to regulate, to settle, or to repair. Arrojar, to fling, to hurt, to throw. Articular, to articulate or pronounce distinctly. Asegurar, to assure, to affirm, to assert, to ensure. I repeat, arreglar, arrojar, articular, asegurar. There's music in all the verbs in Spanish. Asir, to seize, to grasp. Asistir, to attend, to assist, or to be present. Asustarse, to be frightened, to be scared. Atacar, to attack. Atenerse, to rely on, to depend on. Atraer, to attract, to allure, to charm. Atravesar, to cross, to go through. Atravesar. Atreverse, to dare, to venture. Avanzar, to advance. Averiguar, to find out, to inquire, to investigate. Ayudar, to help, to aid, or to assist. Bailar, to dance. Bajar, to lower or to let down. To come down, to go down or to descend. Avanzar, averiguar, ayudar, bailar, bajar. Balbucear is to stammer or to hesitate in speech. Bañarse is to bathe oneself, to take a bath. Barrer is to sweep, to whisk. Balbucear, bañarse, or barrer. Bastar is to be enough, to be sufficient, to suffice. Bautizar is to baptize, to christen. Beber is to drink. Bendecir is to bless or to considerate. Borrar is to erase or to cross out. Bostezar is to yawn, to gape. Botar, to fling, to cast away, to throw away, to launch. Beber, bendecir, borrar, bostezar, botar. Broncear is to bronze or to tan oneself. Bullir, to boil, to bustle, to hustle, to stir. Burlarse is to make fun of, to poke fun, to ridicule. Buscar is to look for, to seek. Caber is to be contained, to fit into something. Broncear, bullir, bullarse, buscar, and caber. Caer is to fall. Caer says to fall down or to tumble. Calentar is to heat up, to warm up. Callarse is to be silent, to keep quiet. Calzar is to shoe, to wear shoes or to put on shoes. Caer, caerse, calentar, callarse, calzar. So, to conclude, we would like to say that infinitives are not very difficult to understand, but they are very useful while using them with certain expressions. We will have a look at various other examples in the forthcoming modules. But please go ahead, learn up all the rules and the imperatives and the infinitives. Take out a printout, understand them, and then put your knowledge to use in the section marked self-assessment. And I'm sure you will be able to speak very good Spanish after a few lessons. Muchas gracias.